Hi, Momo! Give me just a moment here while I get this shared around. Okay, hello, hello, hello. Hi, folks, can you hear me? I only just started speaking. This is a bit of a last minute deal for me. I also haven't had lunch yet. Scooting forward in my chair. Do you not see my model? I'm eating as we speak. Shush. And you've got no room to talk on self-care. I don't want to hear it, Cheer, before I start reading you the riot act on stream. Don't throw stones in glass houses, my dear. How we all doing today? How are we doing, everyone? You're good? That's good. Nice, nice. Have fun at the movies. Ooh, okay. Well, let's get started, shall we? Today, we are going to be playing as Japan. I am playing as the Boat Touchers. I am. Right now... no, too early in the stream. Can't say it just yet. Let's just say right now, because I'm Japan, everybody wants to touch my boats. Okay? That's, let's just say that everyone else wants to touch my boats. Alright. So, let's see here. Japan is kind of in a bit of a rut right now. Because we're not, you know, the Japan that we know, right? This is the Tokugawa shogunate. So that means, let's just take a look at our laws here, right? We have traditionalism, so we have Just look at all that red. Look at all that red. That's horrible, right? We have isolationism, which, while it does give us more authority, we lose half our declared interest. We don't really get technology spread, but our taxation capacity goes up, but that's not really gonna matter much. The taxation capacity is not really gonna matter, though, and you'll see why soon, right? So we got serfdom, and this is a problem for a lot of reasons. So we have peasant levies, meaning we don't have a professional army. We have no internal security. And we have no health system, no schools, closed borders. It's bad, alright? It's bad. So, let's see here. First thing we need to do is get a professional army rolling. Now, we only have an 8... It's gonna be a pain to pass laws. Yeah, well, that's actually not, like, uncommon for this time period. Like, that's the same in, you know, other more developed nations. The problem, right now, is that the nobility isn't the petite bourgeoisie, which I would actually prefer, but rather, it is the shogunate. That's a problem. So that's thing one. Thing two, right? Our budget. It seems good, right? Seems good. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. So if I go to development here, go to government administration, yeah. Remember that that plus 25% taxation? Doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter at all. At all. And the worst part is that my infrastructure is abysmally limited, right? Abysmally limited. And the only way I can really, like, consistently expand my construction is if I get rails, right? Rails and trade hubs and what have you. Here's the problem. I can't get rails and trade hubs and what have you until I get off of isolationism and open up my borders. But I can't do that because the shogunate are in power, and because of that, I can't really make I can't really expand, grow my economy all that much, and because of that, look, it's a death spiral. It's a death spiral. To top that off, I'm going to have perpetual shortages of everything, right? And to be clear, Japan is by no means the hardest nation in the game to play. I know that. It's just I'm bad at the game. And you might say, well, why don't you know, you can deficit spend, right? And so long as you keep raising as your economy grows at a commensurate rate with you know, the amount of money, the amount of debt you're collecting, you can keep expanding your debt ceiling, effectively doing effectively creating the modern United States, right? Just deficit spending, deficit spending, deficit spending. Here's the problem. Japan, if I go into, let me, God, it's been a second. It has been a moment. So, I am an unrecognized major power. Now this is bad. Because I'm just... Look, the game says it, right? Unrecognized powers are polities perceived as inferior and uncivilized by the reigning great powers, who regard them as little more than potential future conquests. As a result, their prestige is penalized, and they can be targeted with more severe diplomatic plays. They are also restricted in what ranks they may reach, no matter how much prestige they acquire. An unrecognized power that wishes to remove these penalties must claim recognition from completing the Earning Recognition journal entry. So, you might say, okay, well, you know, a sufficient leveraging of Japan's comparative advantage in this time period, and a slow push towards reform will allow us to steadily get the ball rolling, right? It may take a few decades, but hey, it's only 1836. We got 100 years. Now, I would agree with you. However, here's the problem. The more farmland you build, right? More farmland you build. Well, the shogunate own basically all the land, and they get more. They get more stuff. They get more power, right? And that makes it harder for you. And to top that off, because they own most of the stuff, and we're on serfdom, people aren't spending money. Meaning the economy is effectively, like, flat broke, dead in the water, like there is no money circulating. So, I cannot leverage, agriculture as much as I would like to do, right? So, because of that, I need to kind of just focus, I just need to focus on Kanto, and just develop the shit out of Kanto, and that's it. Right? This is gonna be basically it. Now, of course, I'm gonna need to focus on other things, like materials, which, you know, obviously, Kyushu and Shikoku and, whenever I get it, Hokkaido will have. But all my industry and stuff, that's mainly gonna be in Kanto. Why not Kyoto? So, one moment here. Let me do, hold on. So let's look at our agriculture, right? It's not Kyoto isn't, like, any different from basically the rest of the country. It's actually worse than a good chunk of the country, right? In terms of, like, resources, non-existent, right? But Kanto, right? Kanto, you can do basically everything, and you can also do a little bit of agriculture, but you don't need to do much. And also, Kanto already has a port, right? So, once you get off serfdom, like, you basically just build trade port and then it's done. Kanto's just, despite Kyoto being the capital, Kanto is just generally, you know, Edo specifically is just kind of better to develop, at least in my experience. So, first things first, we're gonna get the cotton gin and the lathe, alright? Now you might say, hey, why get the cotton gin if, you know, you can't really, like, leverage the comparative advantage of agriculture? And the simple answer is, is that this leads into the lathe, and the lathe is like a game changer for Japan. It is a game changer, if done correctly. Now, will I do it correctly? I don't know. It's been a minute, and I was never good at the game to begin with, right? And that, you know, that'll be that. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get currency standards, right? And we're gonna get the stock exchange, because we want to be able to like breathe life into our economy. We want to start getting it set up so that way when we end serfdom, you know, people can actually, like, spend money and currency can circulate. We're gonna need mandatory service, so that way we can get line infantry, right? And then going back to production here, so after the lathe, we are going to then get mechanical tools, right? And that's gonna be it for now. That's in terms of, like, I am gonna declare an interest in South China specifically, because that's gonna be where a lot of, like, stuff is economically prosperous, and then of course Manchuria for the obvious reasons. Now, here's where things get tricky. I'm just gonna go to fig orchards, right? I don't have the tools, so we're just gonna stay there. I don't have tools here either, right? I don't have enough tools for this either. So, you know, that is unfortunate, right? I'm gonna go to a cargo port, even though I don't have enough boats for it. But that's fine, right? That's fine. And I'm okay with the productivity being hit. But what we really need to do, right, is we need to get all of these subsistence stuff, like, we need to get rid of it, right? We also have, like, the construction sector, which is abysmal, right? That sucks. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do we're gonna do some decrees, make some decrees, right? Like another reason why you want to develop Kanto is because, like, look at the strength of the shogunate versus here. Like, yeah, it's still pretty strong, but you basically just can't move it here. So with that in mind, we are going to encourage, we're gonna encourage manufacturing here. We're going to, let's see here, encourage agriculture here. And then we're going to encourage our resource industry here. Okay. Now, one thing I need to be wary of, right, is going into debt. Because I was mentioning it, right? Like, deficit spending. The problem is that because I'm an unrecognized power, I have basically an exorbitant interest rate. It is a ridiculous interest rate. So, yeah, that's a no-go. So we're gonna do, let's sort this by upkeep. Right, we're gonna build 2 of these here. Next thing I'm gonna do is, oh, I should have encouraged resource industry until whatever, it's fine. So we're gonna do 1 of these, 2 of these, excuse me. A coal mine. We're gonna do that, and then for tooling, we're gonna do this. This, and this. We're starting small. Right? Very, 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 very small. And then, of course, you know, we have logging. Okay. So this is gonna take about 4 years. And we're just gonna be waiting for about 4 years. I'm gonna be honest with you. Our main thing in these next 4 years is gonna be trying to play the diplomacy game. And so with that in mind, I am going to try to improve relations with the Russians. That's what I'm gonna do. And now I wait. Now, odds are I'm not gonna be able to pass much. Yep, knew it. Oh, wait. If I want to get the shogunate out of power, here's what I know what I can do, right? I'm gonna bolster the peasant movement, and it's gonna seem like a bad idea, but trust me, we are going to hike taxes to hell and back, right? We want as many radicals as possible so we can force through legislation on the threat of death, essentially. And yes, this is a thing that's modeled. Yep, and now we have an unacceptable government, and that's fine. Look at that! Perfect. What it's also going to have the side effect of doing is it's gonna lower our standard of living, and once we I'm gonna keep it a buck hundred with you. Once we start collecting too much money, we're probably gonna devalue the shit out of our currency, and inflation's gonna be bad. You know, there is a such thing as too much money, like actually. I'll take the bureaucracy. Now, hopefully, sooner rather than later, either the British or the Americans, usually it's the Americans, but sometimes it's the British, will force me to open up. Yeah, I don't think we're getting this bill. Oh. I am declaring neutrality. Is my mic quiet for you guys? Okay, it is quiet. Alright. That is interesting. Now the... Okay, let's see here. No, the mic is, everything's fine on my end. Everything's fine on my end. Yeah. No, Huh. Interesting. Hello? Oh, give me 1 second, folks. Okay, hello, folks. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? No, it's that you're seeing my avatar's lips move because I'm eating while I stream. Yeah, no, we've, we're not getting this bill. We're stockpiling gold now. Gonna let the radicals go for a little bit. Gonna let the radicals keep going for a little bit, and then I'm just gonna, like... Because I don't want to devalue the currency too much. No, wait, no. Yep, there it goes. There's the bill. I just want to lose a little bit of money. Okay, well, what else can we pass? Ooh, yes, 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 yes. Okay, so we're gonna do... We need homesteading. We need homesteading. We need this. Like, now. Yeah, well, I don't want the Shogunate to hate me too much, because then they'll kill me. Yeah, bureaucracy. That's gonna... It's gonna be a tough one. I'm gonna have to deal with a lot. So, we're just gonna... Now, I'm gonna... See you in a second, Wiki. Yeah, if I gotta pass tenant farmers, I'll go for it. I just really I strongly prefer homesteading, because I've just had so much better success with it in the past. How much is the... Yep. That's to be expected. Is what it is. There we go. I mean, it wouldn't be bad to have the National Guard. Oh, please, 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 let me get lucky. Come on. Come on. Let me get lucky. Just need to get a little bit lucky. Just a little bit lucky. I don't need a whole lot of luck. Just a little. Just a little. Just a little. Hey! Okay. We got homesteading. Perfect. What else can we do? We could do the local police force, but no, we're going to... Yeah, let's get the National Guard. There's only benefits to it, and as much as I dislike want to get the shogunate out of power, it does ensure I can, we're gonna hike taxes a little bit. Paper's gonna be a bit more expensive, that's to be expected. Slow and steady wins the race, in my opinion. Perfect. Yeah, we want this. We just want this. The government is currently unacceptable, which is to be expected. I'll let it remain unacceptable for a little bit. Okay, well, we can't pass laws now, so now we have to, unacceptable, yes, but it's something. And once National Guard is passed, I'll see what else I can do. Is the paper mill about to be? That's good. Okay. Nice. My GDP is... hasn't really been growing, but I'm kind of going, like, at a rate I'd like to go at for now. Just for now. Want to get off traditionalism and get into interventionalism. There we go! Paper mill's fully employed. Good. Good, 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 good. Thank goodness for Japan's literacy. Nice. Perfect. Let's see what else we can do here. I can get religious schools going, which, like, isn't the best. Could do monarchy, could do a theocracy. Freedom contest, hereditary bureaucrats, appointed bureaucrats. Which, I kind of would prefer that. But I can also get, what else? Ooh, we could do migration controls. There's, like, basically no chance in hell of us getting anything. But, let's try it. Let's try it. See the lathes. Yeah, we can manage this. We're gonna hold off on the lead for now, though. What we will do instead is get another tool shop. Right? And then we'll do a lead mine here. Let's get that going. Okay. Do raw iron tools, but we don't have enough iron for that, so we're gonna hold off for now. For now. Let's see here. This will make meat cheaper, but we can't produce the tools we need yet, so we'll hold off for now. Right, so we have migration controls now. If I reform, right, let's say I put the intelligentsia in here. Let's say I put everyone here. No, okay, reset. What if I just put the Hymen in here? Move the... No, okay. If I remove them... If I remove the petite bourgeoisie, that kind of works. No, we won't. We won't rock the boat for now. What we'll do is we'll get appointed bureaucrats going. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Now, this isn't going to be a terribly long stream because I have, like, college stuff to do. And speaking of college, funny thing. So, right now, you know, of course, I'm trying to get my bachelor's. Well, one of the courses I gotta take is macroeconomics, which, like, I don't mind doing. Like, I don't mind doing. I like economics, right? I like it. I think it's a really fascinating subject. Yes, college is, yeah, it is. Well, I had, I had my first test of the semester yesterday. I'll take the enactment time. I shit you not, I was taking the test, and there were multiple questions where I was like, oh, hey, I ran into this exact situation as Prussia in 1855. And, well, I got a 90%, so, hell yeah. Just found it funny. It's funny to me. Soon the lead mines in Kyushu will be done. So, will tools still be... We'll see how it is. And they say video games don't teach you, yeah. Right, so we need the lead mines, of course. I'm gonna lower taxation again. So I'm not trying to stockpile too much gold here. Oh my goodness. Okay, I know exactly what I'll do. Hold on. Here's what I'm gonna do, right? You know what? Hold on, let me just quickly save before I screw this up, okay? Let me just save before I screw this up, alright? Because I don't know how this is gonna go, folks. I don't know how this is gonna go. I have absolutely no clue how this is going to go. So, what I'm going to do, right? First things first, right? Gonna, like, tax the shit out of everyone and ensure that everyone is impoverished for just a second. And, great, okay, so now, what I'm going to do, right, is, I'm gonna kick... Okay, reset. Gonna kick the bourgeoisie out, and get the Hymen intelligentsia in, right? Yep. Okay, so the legitimacy will be horrible for just a second. But... how does that change things immediately? It doesn't do anything. It does nothing. Me, like, just killing taxes does nothing. Government's illegitimate. Okay. Cool! Alright, well, let's reload. Let's reload. This is why we save scum, people. This is why we save scum. Okay, we'll, up wages. There we go. Up wages. Red tape. we'll do that. Oh, we don't have anything in the construction queue. I just realized that. Okay, so we're going to... let's see, what else can we do? Well, we need more iron. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some iron mines rolling in Kanto. 1, 2, right? Pretty soon, I imagine we're gonna need some... Actually, hold on, glassworks. Let me check something here. Glassworks, I can do leaded glass soon, but not yet. Alright, well, what I'm also gonna do is I want to, like, get started on coal early. And then, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to expand the textile mills here. And I'm also going to expand the food industries just a little bit. There we go. Incremental. We'll do incremental. It's gonna take 4 years to build all this. Oh boy. Can't wait. Yeah, this one's gonna be a bit tough. Coalition of states formed by the United States. Speaking of, how goes my, can I get a treaty going? I'm actually gonna offer, right? I'm going to give... I'm going to give Russia investment rights. And you'll see why later, right? Normally, I'm actually, like, pretty hesitant to let other countries invest in me. Much as that sucks, I'm gonna have to accept that lobby. And I don't think this bill's passing, folks. I don't think it's passing. Wait, what? Huh? What? I am... That can't be right. What? Like, this is... I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth, but... Y'all saw that, right? Y'all saw that, right? Like, I'm not going crazy. Yeah, we're gonna have a clipper shortage, is what it is for now. Actually... I'll do 1. Now, eventually, I want to get my construction off of wooden structures. Ow, 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 ow. Eventually, I want to get it off of wooden structures, but... You know, just take it slow, right? What I found with Japan is if you move too fast, too hard, like, everything comes undone. It's like one of those things that needs a little bit of, like, a delicate nudge. Delicate nudge. I'm surprised no one has kicked open my borders yet, though. Like, really surprised. Meritocracy. I want... Intelligentsia. Thank you. Because we're trying to take power away from the shogunate. Excuse me for a moment, I'm just quickly putting my tea down. My freshly procured tea. Ooh, resource boom. Hell yeah. Hello, Spectral. And now we wait. And wait. And wait some more. And gets to what? And we wait some more. I guess so. Which nations do you plan on trading with once the isolation period is over? Well, primarily, I want to be trading with the Russians. And also, kicking China's teeth in now and again. As bad as that sounds. And also the British and the United States. Those are kind of like the big ones I want to be on the good side of. Especially the Russians, because they're my neighbor. And you might say, well, why not Britain? Well, the thing is that Britain's really hard to, like, court as Japan. Like, the AI is, like, needlessly aggressive. More so than it would be historically. Like, seriously. Yep. Damn. So, the end result is, like, the Brits will launch a lot of diplomatic plays towards you the closer you get to recognition. At least in my experience. I don't know how it is for other people. Maybe my experience isn't the norm. But, when I have Russia as a regional power backing me, usually, the Brits and Americans are, like, more agreeable with me. Rather than, oh, give us a treaty port. And so far this game, we've done a good job of keeping the budget balance. GDP growth is small, but it's going, you know. Yeah, let's squeeze more out. Now, my current plan, right? My long-term plan is I want to steal the textile industry from the British and Americans. And here's how I can do it. Japan's comparative advantage is farming. Now, I can't leverage it just yet, but eventually, right, I will be able to. And technically, I could really kind of start now that I'm off of serfdom. Once I get a lot of livestock ranches going, I will be able to then turn all the fabric, you know, the skins and hides, from those ranches into textiles, and then I can start trading with a bunch of different countries, namely the Russians, and to an extent the Americans whenever they make their way over to the West Coast. To a small extent, the Americans. The main thing though is I want to sell cheap textiles that everyone's gonna want to buy, right? Textiles that are cheaper than anything the French would be buying otherwise, as an example. That said, I do need to be... hold on. Whoopsie! Forgot about that. That said, I do need to be mindful that I don't make textiles too cheap, so I don't, you know, like, deflate the value. That could set them against me. It could. However, that's why I want to... That's why I have Russia, right? That's why I have Russia with me. It doesn't matter that on paper, it doesn't matter that Russia, like, in practice, won't do much for me militarily. Having a great power sponsor you, especially as an unrecognized power, it's basically a guaranteed bit of protection. Well, yeah, that's the entire point. Start a trade war and steal the textile industry. Oh, hello, Hokkaido. I can't really oh, I don't need to incorporate you. What do you know? Elections. I don't really need to establish a colony. No, you didn't miss much. And you're not gonna miss much for quite a while. That said, we're only a decade in. So... Gonna have a little bit of an economic slump for now. That's not really a question I could answer, like, proper, because it's like, once again, as I've had to say, like, many times, applying a standard to the Imperium of Man, or rather just, like, the domain humanity resides in, just, like, won't happen. Like, okay, it's a Chaos Cult. What kind of Chaos Cult? How advanced is the Chaos Cult? Like, it could literally just be, like, a bunch of, like, possessed cavemen on a Pharaoh world, and that would be it, right? Or it could be, you know, this super elaborate, complex, high-tech, you know, group that that's infiltrated every single level of society in a hive world and is just ready to launch the coup that starts it all, right? That, like, I can't really answer a question that just, like, would have no end of answers, if that makes sense. I also don't know enough Assassin's Creed lore to say. Yep. Knew it. So we're gonna have to deal with that for now, but I can work with it. Now, the situation might slowly resolve itself, and it looks like it's going to, but it's just good to have a good amount of iron right now. We're getting close to gold stockpiling, so we're gonna just, like, lower taxation. Yep. Because there is a thing as making too much money. GDP is very slowly growing. Whatever the hell happened to meat, I don't know. Okay, so we have some expensive government goods, and there's a meat shortage for some reason. I don't know what happened there. Oh, probably because a bunch of animals died from the drought, right? Right? Was there a drought? Just see about passing the next law. If I reform the government, right? That gets me to a righteous government, but I don't want that. So we're gonna not try to reform. What we are going to do instead is we're gonna try and get that professional. We're gonna go for a professional army again. We're gonna try that. And we'll see how it goes. Isn't the it was never really in doubt I mean, like, Ephraim Stern literally appears in the codexes. Like, I can grab my codex. You know, her stuff is still canon. Damn it. Oh well. Well, we'll try to get religious schools, I'd say. Maybe. Let's try that. Oh, Ephraim Stern is canon, just there are people that, like, liked to say that her story, Demonofuge, wasn't canon, which, like... And that's mainly because some people are frustrated because they don't really understand her or what she is. And felt that Demonofuge was, like, not helpful, but she is, You are referring to Miriel Sabathiel. That's who you are referring to, Wiki. That's who you're thinking of. Yeah, whether or not she's still canon is very much still in doubt. That much is true. So mechanical tools, that's great. Let's start queuing up some more stuff. So we're gonna do mass communications, medical degrees, and empiricism. And then I want that. I want all this. Again, I am really surprised that no one, right? No, that's just a Chud moment. Demonofuge is still like canon. Ephraim Stern is definitely canon. Gonna hike military wages. Kanto. Our people need us, yep. Damn it, that talk about shit luck. Talk about shit luck. Yeah, but getting back to it, for the most part, people just tend to not understand, like, what Ephraim Stern is, because it's like, okay, so she's a demonofuge, does that mean she's a demon? No. Well, is she a psyker now? Also, no. Is she an Imperial Saint? Kinda, but no, not really. So what is she, then? And the simple answer is that, like, she's unique, but if you want to... She's unique, but she's the closest thing to stability, in quotation marks, that chaos can get. And you might say, like, what does that mean, right? You might say, what does that mean? Well, if I were to, like, make a comparison, Ephraim is more similar to the Emperor than basically just about anyone else. Conceptually. If a certain theory about the Emperor's conception is true. Now, we don't know that it's true. However, Ephraim, she's not a perpetual either. She's compared to being a perpetual, but she's not a perpetual. She is a demonofuge. Again, she does not fit into any given category. If you want, the closest example we'd have, in theory, is the Emperor, and Ephraim kind of serves as a proof of concept for one of the theories surrounding the Emperor's conception. But she is not a perpetual, per se. She's comparable to one. Again, Ephraim is Ephraim. Ephraim is the demonofuge, and in that regard, she's just in her own category. And it's kind of hard for me to explain, like, off the top of my head, because I haven't read demonofuge in a while. Maybe France will be the one to kick my door down. Please, someone do it. Please, it's 1849. It's about to be 1850. Someone, please kick my teeth in. In-game. But, anyways, Ephraim is more or less like a proof of concept in quotation marks. That's like the best way to describe her. A proof of concept regarding the Emperor, regarding one of the theories for the Emperor. Ephraim isn't being hunted by everyone right now. She's got, like, some basic clemency within the Imperium, but there are definitely people that are out to kill her. Chaos certainly wants to kill her. She's probably outside of the Primarchs, right? Outside of the Primarchs and what have you. Let's see here. Outside of the Primarchs and individuals like Morvenn Vahl, she's probably, like, the person Chaos is trying hardest to kill right now. The Necrons also hate her, because they can't predict her or calculate anything regarding her. And so she's been very helpful in the Pariah Nexus department. Very, very, very helpful. But, as I was saying, F-rail is F-rail. It's really, no other way to describe it. Yeah, paper's more expensive, that's fine. Actually... Can a bolt shell ignite jet fuel? I don't know. I'd imagine. I guess. I don't know how. I don't exactly. I mean, I know jet fuel is flammable. I wouldn't... I don't know everything, man. I don't know everything. I couldn't tell you. There you go. What laws can we do now? We're gonna do charity hospitals. We need charity hospitals! So what... Grain and textiles are fairly expensive. Can someone please kick down the damn door? Please. Guys! Could I do a law commitment? What if I commit to mercantilism? Right? I owe an obligation. And then I do good transfers. I do textiles. Right? And then they give me fabric. Wait, fabric. Have I tried? I've played lots of Hoi 4 in the past on the channel. Haven't in quite some time though. Okay, we want to import a ton of wood. That's for damn sure. Okay. What else do you want from me, man? Okay. I've sent the proposal. Once charity hospitals are passed, I will then be able to pass, go for mercantilism. Actually, on second thought, no, I need to do it now. kind of fucked up. It's fine. Mercantilism. Let's go. So, who's in opposition? The Hyman. Who wants the... Mainly the Hyman. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. We gotta try. We gotta try. Come on, please. Yeah, all Helldivers related media is canon propaganda. Not canon. Canon propaganda. Let's not get things... Let's not get things go, you know, too construed here. Canon propaganda. Alright, hold on one moment. I'm just gonna save again. We're save scumming. Mwahaha. 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 Don't mind the frame rate. Don't mind the frame rate. Alright, don't mind the frame rate. Just give me a second. Okay. We're gonna report. We're gonna do some stuff here. We're gonna remove the monks, right? And see what this does. And then, okay, we can remove the monks. So then, can we add the intelligentsia? What happens if we remove the petite bourgeoisie? No. Okay, can we add the hymen? No, and they are against this anyways, so... Okay, so then the government's gonna be made illegitimate, right? And then what I'm gonna do is just, like, hike all the wages and end taxation. Now, this might be terrible for, Okay, so no matter what, I just have a 10% chance. Okay, so, no. We are gonna load. Don't mind the frame rate. Don't mind the frame rate. Don't mind the frame rate. Yeah, but, like, why would it also... Like, Spartans aren't canon to Helldivers either. So it's like... I don't see how, Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! This is the part about Japan this is one of the parts about Japan that just sucks. You sacrifice everything. Yes! Okay. Come on. Come on. Ha ha ha! Woo! Get the industrialists going. We're gonna stop bolstering the peasant movement. What we will do is get the modernization movement bolstered. And then we're gonna suppress the positivist movement, because screw the positivist movement. They always start... they always... Well, also, in the Helldivers canon, right, the ODSTs are quote-unquote obedient democracy support troopers. They're from a cartoon, and they're a propaganda piece, and the armors we have now are just, like, live recreations of that. Doing good. So the government is currently unacceptable, which is to be expected. Also, make sure you've had water and food, Grand Admiral. Water and food. Very important. Probably gonna lead to a lead shortage. Yep. Is what it is. Ah. Good. Now, once I get, mercantilism going, because I think I'm gonna get it. Right? I can start trading. And so that means I can be a net importer of, like, a lot of things that I just don't have. Russia's gonna continue, like, in building and, investing in me, which, I want to put a stop to soon. I do want to stop it soon. Soon I'm gonna want to stop it, and then I'm gonna want to, like, nationalize it and give it to, like, private Japanese owners. Which will piss the Russians off a little bit, but I can handle that. No, let's actually... I'm gonna withdraw from it. Right. So now, Russia no longer can build stuff in my country. Next up, trade center and a port. I already have a port in Kanto, but nonetheless. We want the modernization movement to get going. So what laws do you guys want? You want protectionism and compulsory. And then you want schools, public schools. Okay. Yeah, I can get this kind of going. We need to get our education system up and going anyways. How would a sci-fi proxy war be waged? I mean, it depends. Are we talking soft or hard sci-fi? I mean, the premise, the concept of a proxy war would remain the same. It's not exactly like it would, it's not exactly like it would change in that regards. Just the logistics of it would. Right? It would also depend on, like, the system you're in, etc., etc. Like, what level of technology are we at? Hard sci-fi or soft sci-fi? No. Okay, so no matter what, I can't have the intelligentsia in a... well, I'll hold off for now. Because I don't want to risk rocking the boat. Next thing I'm gonna need to do is, like, handle my institutions. So what I'm gonna do is... my paper's gonna get hella expensive for a while. And my finances might get screwed over. We'll see. There's also gonna be a grocery shortage. But... hopefully... okay, because now, look at that! Railways. While the proxies have Star Wars tech. That... Star Wars tech is kind of, like, ridiculous. I don't really think that there would be much of a point to the proxy war at that point, because the UNSC level technology just, like, they have nothing to offer that they wouldn't already have, but better. I don't... That doesn't really... That doesn't track. That does not track. Right, so now... Now we can start trading. Let's look at our market. Let's take a look at imports. Alright, we're mainly only importing fruit. Let's look at tools here, right? I'm gonna do a small subversion for tools. And another small subversion for coal. Now let's go back to only traded. What am I exporting? What are you compared to the rest of the world? Merchant Marine. Okay, so in this case, people want the Merchant Marine, so I'm going to just do that. Next up, laws. Government. We're gonna maintain a contested government. And then we are going to do... we are going to do public schools. Problem is the monks are not gonna like that. No, I'm not gonna piss off the British. Yeah, paper's gonna be hella expensive for a while. Alright. I'm gonna want to get rid of traditionalism when I get the chance. Great, okay. Now, we're going to increase our education, because we want to get rid of the... We want to get rid of the Terracotta system. I mean, it's just like, when you have two groups that are just so technologically advanced as to go to, like, Star Wars, I'm sorry, there's just not much that Halo can offer technology-wise. I'm sorry to say. You know, why would I use a space... Why would I use, like, a space AK-47, right? Where I need to produce all the bullets, and I need to constantly reload the magazine, and what have you, when I could just use a plasma a cheaply made, more advanced, more accurate, more reliable, cheaply, you know, like, cheap battery having, easily rechargeable, you know, weapon that, again, shoots plasma. This doesn't really make much sense. Not just a little, it's just, it's ridiculously cracked. Like, there's really no other way around it. It's cracked. It's ridiculously strong, powerful. I'll say, I can get rid of you. I can get rid of the... It's fine, it's... I am not importing anything. Damn. Well, GDP's going up at least. Paper is expensive though. So what we're going to do next is we're going to do more paper. What we are also going to do is we are going to do two steel mills in the motor industry, so we can just start to get our railway system going. We want a very basic railway system going. Yeah, I can afford this. Damn it. I mean, you might see both, in that case, you might see both sides, like, propping up their respective factions' navies, but, like... I mean, I don't know the situation in depth, so I can't really say. Oh, are you kidding me? Ugh. Have a good night, Grand Admiral. Please don't kill the law now. Not now, guys. No. No. Come on. We are so close. Not now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Give me something. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Please, 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 please. Please. Debate. Come on. Come on. Give me come on. Work. Come on. Come on. How's GDP? GDP is relatively stagnant. That's to be expected. Ah, thank God. Okay. Well, the next thing we need to get is the professional army. We cannot put it off any longer. We need a professional army. Plain and simple. Next up, we're gonna need to get education going eventually. Society. We want pharmaceuticals next. National health, mental health. Mental health. Powder, chemical bleaching, nitroglycerin, mechanism workshops. Then we will just get all of this. Hopefully this doesn't cripple the economy too much. Okay. We want the prestige. We need the prestige. Progress, people! Progress! Progress! We need that. We need that. How's the US doing? Honestly, not that bad. The Civil War's probably gonna break out soon, though. But this is about where the US was at. Like... yeah. So far, so good. There is a grocery shortage, but oh well. We'll live with it. Just a whole lot of waiting. Waiting, waiting, waiting. GDP's slowly going up. Nice. Let's get interventionism rolling. Alright, in 2 years, we will have this basic-ass thing going. Okay. So I want trade center here, and a trade center here. I want a trade center here. Alright. That's what I want. Ah, damn. Didn't win the coin toss. I mean, all things considered, this has been a pretty good Japan game. Like, this has definitely been my smoothest Japan game ever. I won't lie. I'm probably not gonna get this law, though. What happens if I... do this? Yeah. If I reform the government and I do this, no. I do this, no. What about the monk? The Buddhists, no. Okay, exit reform government. We're just gonna keep the intelligentsia in for now. Alright? It's gonna work. We'll just stick with the intelligentsia for now. We got some steel mills rolling. Nice. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come to mama. Yeah! I think? Oh, hey. Yay! Okay. Yeah, let's get trade privileges. I will try that. Let's deal with that. As for the Russians, let's get trade privileges. Damn. Oh well. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, now once I get interventionism in, I'll be at a point where I can start leveraging comparative advantage. Alright, so in a little bit, under 12 months. A little under a year, we will finish construction. Nice. Okay. We are gonna wanna do canned meat. Ugh. Oh well. Motor industries will be ready soon enough. Hell yeah! So then, the next thing I wanted to do is I want to see buildings that aren't owned by... that don't have Japanese owners. Okay. Let's do all. Alright. So... we're gonna nationalize a few things. We're gonna nationalize the textiles. That's first things first, right? But I'll do that once I have interventionism. Now, it's gonna piss off the Russians again. But, that's fine with me. And I don't mind, like, private ownership from, like, from Japanese owners. It's just when, like, with the Russians owning a bunch of buildings in my economy, the resources are going to the Russians, right? So although they're paying my pops, they're not really, like... it's not doing much else for me. That makes sense? So, next up... there we are. And now we have interventionism. What other laws can I pass? I could do voting. There's really no point in that right now. I could do protectionism. Yeah, we're gonna do protectionism. We'll get that going. Government is currently unacceptable. Well, then we will add... Okay, reform government. What we will do is... I'm fine with the government, with some government expenses. That's fine. Oh, look at that. GDP's going up, and and hopefully it'll keep going up. Because now I can actually leverage my comparative advantage. And with that in mind, once I've been doing that for a little bit, right? Once I've got this agricultural stuff set up, then I can start doing textile stuff, right? Well, I'll also need to do more tooling, which means I'll also need to do more stuff in the resources department. But the point is that, like, now I'm kind of at the part of the game where I can keep going. My legitimacy is not high enough, so we're just gonna have to bite the bullet. That sucks, but it's fine. We'll live. We will live. Now, we have a lot of unrealized taxes, but is what it is. It is what it is. So, let's see here. Slowly but surely, we will turn into a powerhouse. We've almost completed honorable restoration, which is great! Great, great, great! Great, 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 great! Perfect! Right, and we're exporting some stuff. So we're actually gonna, like, do a little bit of tariffing on silk and dye. And also a little bit on sugar and on oil. We're just gonna, like, do, like, low tariffs. We're gonna do a low tariff for now. Right now, I'm going to also... I'm actually gonna do some subversions on groceries. Yeah, I'm gonna do some subversions on groceries and meat. Just for now. Just so we can, like, bring down the price of stuff. Yeah, let's get that. We're losing rank? That's fine. We have insufficient prestige to maintain our unrecognized major power ranking and will become an unrecognized major power in 341 days. What? That makes no sense! Makes no sense at all. Okay. Well... thinking we can actually get our construction sector, like, beef up our construction sector a little bit at this point as well. Though I'm kind of tempted to see something. Like, what happens if I... Alright. Right now... no. our GDP's gone down. Interesting. Probably because we're importing a little more now. If I had to guess. Maybe? Not sure. We want the industrialists to get some power here. We want industrialists to get power. We do want the industrialists and the petite bourgeoisie to get some control, just a little bit. Got a minor steel shortage. It'll resolve itself. Yeah, figured it would. Okay. Hold off for now. Non-Japanese zones. So, yeah, we're gonna nationalize these. Yeah, we're gonna nationalize it. We are also gonna nationalize these. And then we are going to nationalize these. Go. Soon we'll have our restoration. Okay. Yeah, disappearing interest, so well. Is what it is. We'll also nationalize these. Do I have any tool workshops that I could nationalize? No, but we'll also nationalize these. Okay, there we go. Done a lot of nationalizing, but actually, you know what? We'll do a little more. This will help us in the long run. Hey! So much happening. Okay, we need the water tube boiler. Need to get that going. You know what? Hold on. One moment. We're gonna save scum again. Alright, we're gonna save scum again. that's expected. But our construction is better, which is important. Yeah, tools are going to be expensive because we don't have enough iron and what have you. So what I'm going to do... Hey! The Kome Restoration. We are going to reform the government, like, completely. Here we go. The Kome Restoration. Industrial might will see us through. So now the next thing we need to do, because it's a little bit of a national crisis, is we are going to start producing. We are going to start getting iron. And we'll also do a sulfur mine, and may as well do a gold mine. Some gold mines in Hokkaido. May as well, right? Right, we need to do some government administration tomfoolery. So that's what we'll do. Right, and it's gonna be 3 years of construction. But you know what? We're getting a lot more constructed in 3 years than we were before. So that's progress in my book. Alright, so we need to... That's what we're gonna do. Nice. No, the railway will come later. The railway will have to come later. But as much as I would love to have all this gold, I really don't need it right now. So we're gonna cut down on it. Alright, so in a little over 2 years, we will have gone through our construction. I'm honestly gonna just cut down on the... no. I'll deal with it. I want the samurai to lose strength. Okay, so taking the samurai out of government just, like, destroys the government for some reason. Why? What if I just put everyone in? Crap. I know what we can do. Wealth voting. Arg. Probably gonna stall. I'm sure. Yep. Right, that's gonna be a setback. Alright. A year and a month to go. Herg. The government is currently unacceptable. Too bad. But I know how we can fix that. I know how we can fix this. Just for now. Get the government's legitimacy up a little bit. We don't need it to be a lot. We just need a little bit of legitimacy. So I think once I finish this current round of construction, I'll invest a little more in the... Perfect. Now... We want more. We're gonna do sulfur. Yeah, that's gonna suck for a while, but I will live. I will live. And also, I think I can afford. Yeah, let's do some subversion. Let's do some subversions on sulfur. For clothes, we'll have to wait. And we have an engine shortage, which is weird because we don't need engines. Is it because we're exporting them? Sort by exports. No, we're not exporting them. So why do we need? Oh, no longer there. Insufficient construction for investment pool. Yeah, that is a problem. That is a problem. Yep, and there's gonna be a steel shortage. But I can survive that. I can survive this. It'll slowly work itself out. Yeah, it's working itself out. Slow and steady. Yep, there we go. See? Told you it would work out. We will set the priorities ourselves. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. GDP is going. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. So this, and this. And, we do standard... Well, the paper is going to get more expensive, but we'll live. For the trade centers, we're going to now do bulk trading. There we go. Now paper's going to get more expensive. That I love bureaucracy. Now paper is gonna get now hella expensive, and we gotta hike taxes a little. Paper though, paper is expensive, so what we're going to do. And tools are also expensive, so what we're going to do here. I don't really need another government administration. Where's gold mines? Is what it is. So what we're going to do next, this paper is, it's kind of working itself out slowly but surely as we're increasing production, but we're gonna get this, and then we need, oh wait, no, we need sulfur. We need this. That is a given. Then I think we can do this. So that'll be 3 years of construction, but if I can manage to resolve the pricing issue somewhat, honestly, I could afford the hit if I like do more construction right now. Right, if I do more construction right now, I can afford to take the hit. So let's do it. Let them celebrate, yeah. We're gonna get a little bit of a GDP slump, probably. Because things are more expensive. But we should be okay in the long run. If I suppress that, that would be 200 authority. Well, can I... Home affairs... I'll do this... And then, what do I need? Right, ah... We've been stuck here forever. Ugh, man. I don't think we're getting this law. I don't think we're getting it. So yeah, tools and paper are expensive, but we'll manage, I think. I think we can manage. Yeah, paper's getting bad, though. Paper is getting bad. So we're actually gonna do more of that. We've almost earned enough recognition. Yeah, now wood. Now wood's getting more expensive. You are willing to give me... Do you have wood? Yeah, you're willing to give me, like, a shit ton of wood. And I owe you an obligation. And then I give you... furniture. What if... I also let you transfer fabric. Okay, no. I don't want trade privileges. Why would I want trade privileges? Then you give me more fabric. And I will give you... not a whole lot, just a little bit. Let's see how this goes. Oh, come on! That was an 8 and 10%. That was 8 and 10. Man, that was bad luck. Cool idea. Do logging camps. Because we're doing resource industry here. Let's get our colony going. We do have a bit of a famine going right now. Market. Can we import? What can we import? We need the groceries. We need the food. So that way we can make groceries cheaper. Wood is smart. That wood is too expensive. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Draft the treaty. I will owe you an obligation. You will transfer much big wood. Big wood. Big wood. Yes? Nope? Okay. fabric. Yes? Come on, give it to me. Yes! Whew. Okay, well, wood is no longer extremely expensive, so... Thank God. Paper, though, is still... Yeah. At this point, I'm gonna stop doing subversions for sulfur and for coal. The importing of tobacco... Hold on, let's see here. Let's try and balance our books a bit, because I don't want to go into debt. I really do not want to go into debt. We're gonna do this. I don't even have railway... Okay, luxury clothing, not gonna... Am I losing money on? Okay, I'm losing money on pools. It doesn't particularly matter that the tools are expensive right now. And then I'll deal with the grocery issue soon enough. In about like 40 minutes, I'm gonna end stream. By the way, just a heads up for everyone. My GDP's contracting a little bit. So honestly, I might call it sooner, because I'll admit I'm not feeling the best. It's partially why I haven't been very active. Yes, indeed. Paradox map game. We're just gonna leave the government as is. We want the industrialists. The positivist movement, I'll suppress now. We want to suppress the positivists. Tools are expensive, that's fine. I'll deal with it soon. We might have to hike taxes in the interim. We'll see. You know what? Yeah, let's hike it. People are gonna hate the government, but that is fine, because I'm trying to get the samurai out of power. they're gonna lose their dependence income, but it is what it is. Probably not feeling up to doing much afterwards. We'll see. We'll see. I'll message you and let you know. Hey, how's the government looking? I'll take it. Can we do... We can get proportional taxation. Yes! We want that. We need that. Ooh, yes! 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 Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so now we're gonna... Just let the, we're gonna lower taxes here. Sounds good! I am gonna have to figure out the health system soon. Well, we're about to get our first corporation. Yes! Okay, so we want this. But this will be better in the long run, but this will be, like, good product. Well, potential industry... You know what? No. We're establishing this. Yeah. Alright! Look at that. Okay, so given I have the corporation, I don't really need... Yeah, I don't really need these. So, what I'm gonna do instead, everyone, is... Dun da 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 da. Hey, we've been recognized. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm gonna build my first railway! Yep, we're building our first railway. Take a look at that. There we go. Language is part of their heritage. Hi, Overheat, by the way. Alright. Oh, I am so excited! You know, I have never gotten railways as Japan before. Like, this is a first for me. Just want all of you to know that. Like, this is a first for me. go. And there we go. Ah! What the hell happened? Sorry. What the fuck happened? Excuse me? Okay, then. I genuinely... That surprised me. Honestly. I was not expecting that to screw over my finances as it did. We will, have to figure out what happened. I am, let me tell you, yeah, boy, am I confused. Okay, so that kind of, like, screwed my finances quite a bit. But, I can manage. And hey! Look at that! Railway! A railway! Oh, that's so cool. You know what? I may have made some blunders this run, but I am also incredibly proud of myself. Now what I need to do is I need to, make things cheaper. We're gonna get some more. There we go. My bureaucracy just died. Well, it's going up for now. have expanded the railway. Look at that. Look at that! Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Our finances are still, but I can kind of afford to deficit spend now. Sheds tear. We'll restrict child labor. I have no choice but to, like, wait to tax hike right now. People are gonna hate me, but, that's fine. I just don't want to go into debt. Because I'm pretty sure no matter, like, even though I'm no longer an unrecognized power, my interest rates, because of Japan, is just gonna be abysmal. I just cannot afford to have that. Now we're back to waiting. Waiting. Oh, hey, look! Look at the little guy go! Look at the little guy go! You go, buddy, you go! Go! Oh, it's so cool! I love the trains. I really do. That's so cool. So cool. Why is wood back to being expensive? Oh, right, the Russians. Right, Russia! How about that wood, huh? How about that wood? Yeah? Yeah? See, that sounds good to you, sounds good to me. There we go. Let's bind it for 10 years. Can I get away with binding it for 15? Can I get away with binding it for 25? Can I get away with binding it for 50? No, I cannot. Alright, 25 years! Hey! Alright. You get trade rights. Why are you losing so much prosperity? Oh, it's probably because of the wood prices. So they're gonna be going down, guys. Don't worry. Is this it? The state Japan? No. It is not, no. It's an interesting Japan run. That's for sure. It's actually the most successful one I've done so far, so, you know, I'm getting better at the game. So far. I'll deal with all that later. We'll see. Honestly, the main reason I haven't been doing a lot of streams and what have you as of late is just between college and my health. It's been a bit of a struggle. That said, I do definitely intend to play. I do intend to play the DLC. Might be doing it with Lady Saffron, probably not. Saff and I will probably just like play our own little chill game in private, but for the most part, I do intend to stream more Vicky. I do intend to stream it. Have you ever tried playing Austria? No, but I did do a Prussia run where I accidentally formed Super Germany. That was a story. That's a story, I'll tell you. Something's not right here. Something's not right here. I don't think the United States is supposed to be that girthy down below. Hold on a minute. Oh shit, what's going on? Yeah, I'm not really worried about the army right now. We're just gonna get everything. Screw it. Get it all. I'm probably gonna abandon this game anyway, so why not? Why not? Yeah, I know I need to play construction sectors. This is really just supposed to be a chill game. I don't particularly care to play, like, the best. And as I said before, like, it's one of my more successful Japan runs. I'm still figuring out the game. Right. Alright, I'm fine with this now. What? Oh, come on. Okay. Iron's more expensive. Neo-absolutism Austria would patch wood it drops. Maybe. We shall see. And now to finally realize my plans. Textiles. Textiles galore. Textiles. And, oh wait, no, we gotta fix the irons. We gotta fix the iron problem first. I give out. Let's do iron first. See how that goes. How goes Central Europe? The usual. Okay. Yeah, sure. Why not pass another law? Let's get healthcare finally. Though my bureaucracy's gonna just perish. I know it is. Oh, that's gonna be very unfortunate when it happens. Engine shortage. What happened there? That shouldn't be the case. Well, someone build railways? Didn't give a. Oh, that explains it. The company's been building railways. That's why. That's why. Okay. I mean, it resolved itself, so that's fine. So by our exports here, exporting a bit of fabric. Do some minor tariffing. We can get by without it. We can definitely get by without it. It's almost time for me to end stream. I've got so much to do, so much to study. I keep yawning. As ironic as it might be, many members of the government seem to have caught a cold today. The day of the debate, few members have it. Jesus. I forgot how visceral that audio is. I intend to stream more Vicky when I get the chance. As ironic as it might be, many members of the government seem to have caught a cold today, the day of the debate. Few members have enough strength to make it for the debate. If that isn't the kicker, the day we are meant to discuss national health care, half the cabinet is out sick and so much as can't get out of bed. Doesn't look like we will get anything decided today. We can't hold a vote today. Let's try and force it through. Like, I don't think we have a thing that would allow people to break quorum. To use the investment pool, you need way more. I know. I've played the game enough to know that. I've not really done much Japan. And this is like my first run of Japan where I haven't just outright collapsed. So I'm kind of just taking it slow and getting a feel for it. I do intend to do more Japan runs in the future. Right now, I'm just content to kind of see where things end up for me. Going into the later years. So, you know, don't worry about me doing stuff. If I do, I appreciate the advice though. But if I do ask for advice, you know, I'll if I do need advice, I'll ask. Otherwise, like, just kind of let me explore, kind of let me vibe, do my thing. You return in potential glory. Okay. What's going on? What's going on, kitten? Talk to me, sweetie. Talk to me. GDP's going up. Yay. Damn this labyrinthine legal system! I'll take the bureaucracy hit. And yes, my bureaucracy is going to die, like, immediately the moment I get this, assuming I even get it. However, that is a problem for future me. The Great Molasses Flood. One tragedy must not stop progress. Propertied women? What law do I have currently? We'll see what we can do, I guess. We can get another company. I mean, even if they have like AC, yes, we're gonna get this. Even if the dorms have AC, they might charge like disproportionately in the dormitories for like AC and stuff. That is a thing that is done. If I upgrade all infantry, I'm probably gonna face a gun shortage, so we're not gonna do that. Not right now. There's a chance I might go into debt. Small chance, but a chance. Yeah, let's cut down the. I'll take the dishonest methods. That's fine. It's fine. Totally. Totally. I don't know if y'all can hear my dog, but he's throwing a tantrum right now. He's fine, if you can hear him. He's just like the most dramatic dog in the history of dramatic dogs. The GDP of essential. I don't know if my mic peaked there. I mean, what's funny, right, is I'm only number 13. One day I will get a better mic. But that day is not today. Or even tomorrow. Or even next year. I hear you, Joe. I hear you, Jojo. He is such a dramatic dog. Wouldn't mind importing some steel. Makes my life easier. Okay. Hello? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'll be done soon. Family's calling. Dinner's probably ready or something. Okay. I'll just let this building finish and then I'll be done with this game. Probably start a new one some other time. Kind of just gave me an idea for what I should do with Japan going forwards. There we go. Okay. Well, I am done for now. I'm tired. I need to go do some college coursework, the whole shebang. I mean, yeah, the usual. That I don't know where I'm going with this. My brain is a bit fried. So, all of you have a lovely evening.